Hello, this is Anvati. Welcome to the news with NDTV. It's Monday, June 9th, and coming up in today's episode, at least 5 fear dead after falling off from a Mumbai local train. Wife suspected of murdering Indore man while on honeymoon to Meghalaya. Techie brutally stabs lover 17 times as she tried to distance herself, and Los Angeles burns as anti-immigration protests spread. At least 5 people are feared dead after falling onto the track from a local train going towards Thane's Kesara area from Mumbai's Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj terminus. According to the Indian Railway, at least 10 to 12 passengers fell off the compartment due to the excessive crowd inside the train. Passengers were hanging onto the doors while traveling due to overcrowding. Quote, some passengers traveling towards CSMT fell from the train at Thane's Mumbai railway station. The reason for the accident is believed to be excessive crowd inside the train. The railway administration and police have reached the spot. The injured are being taken immediately to the nearest hospital. Investigation into the accident has begun. Local services have also been affected by the incident, unquote, Central Railway said in an official statement. The injured have been taken to the nearest hospital after the arrival of railway officials. Investigations into the incidents are still underway. Quote, the incident of a total of 8 passengers falling off from the local train between Diva Mumbai station and the death of some people is very unfortunate. I pay my heartfelt tribute to them. We share the grief of their families. The injured were immediately admitted to Shivaji Hospital and Thane General Hospital. Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis said. Regarding the incident, CPRO Central Railway Swapnil Raj Neela says, it is not a collision. This is an incident. The passengers traveling on footboards in trains in opposite direction got entangled. This is one of the suspected reasons for the incident, as informed by a passenger. The distance between two trains is 1.5 to 2 meters, but on curves, a slight tilt happens, and this could be an additional reason for the incident. Sonam Raghuvanshi, who is accused of murdering her husband during their honeymoon in Meghalaya, was found and arrested by Uttar Pradesh police in Ghazipur on June 8th, which is last night. UP police said they found her with a mild fever at the Kashi Dhaba in Nandganj, while Meghalaya police claimed she surrendered under pressure. She was later arrested along with 3 other people. Raja Raghuvanshi, her late husband, and Sonam were married on May 11th and checked into a Balaji guest house in Shillong on May 21st for their honeymoon. On May 23rd morning, the couple was seen together for the last time. They had checked out of Shipara homestay and were reported missing thereafter. The last location picked up by the phone was Nongriat. From here, Sonam had made her last phone call to her mother-in-law in a clip of the conversation that later emerged. She was apparently panting due to the heavy trek. The guide hired by the couple claimed they did not hire his services on the way back and had told them that they would manage to return themselves. A search was conducted for the couple that remained unsuccessful. The scooty they had rented was found abandoned in Soiram village. On June 2nd, a semi-decomposed body was spotted by a drone in a gorge near the Way Sidong Falls. The body was later identified as that of Raja Raghuvanshi's. Meghalaya police stated that a machete was used to murder Raja near the spot where his body was found. Quote, it is a clear case of homicide. No doubt he was murdered. Vivek Shyam, East Khasi Hills Superintendent of Police, had said at the time. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad and Sangma asserted that his government would not leave any stone unturned to ensure justice in the tourist murder. Sonam's brother Govind Raghuvanshi said he believed she is alive at the time and that she had been kidnapped. He had even requested CBI to take up the case, but finally, yesterday after Sonam called her brother from Ghazipur by Uttar Pradesh, in Uttar Pradesh, police were informed by the dhaba owners. Sonam will now be handed over to Indore police as soon as they reach Ghazipur, the UP DGP Rajiv Krishna said, asserting that she won't be questioned by UP cops. Meghalaya police is now convinced that Sonam is responsible for her husband's murder due to her involvement in an extramarital affair with her boyfriend Raj Kushwaha and only surrendered under pressure. The streets of Los Angeles were brimming with protesters over the weekend after federal immigration raids led to dozens of arrests. Thousands blocked freeways and set self-driving cars on fire. while police used tear gas and rubber bullets to control the crowd. Protests spread across the city and nearby towns like Paramount and Compton. In response, US President Donald Trump deployed 2,000 National Guard troops without California governor's approval, a move that Governor Gavin Newsom called a serious breach of state sovereignty and demanded that it be reversed. It should be noted that National Guards are a kind of paramilitary force that are directly under the governor or the state governor's control. The protest began after Immigration and Custom Enforcement Department allegedly carried out series of controversial raids across Los Angeles, including two Home Depots, a donut shop, and a clothing warehouse in the fashion district. However, BBC reported, after having a conversation with locals, that this was a rumor, that in fact ICE had not been going around Home Depots and picking up undocumented immigrants who work as day laborers. It was earlier reported that the raids started on Friday and targeted workers with suspected fake documents at several locations. As agents moved in, crowds of people showed up, blocked ICE vehicles, and called for the release of those who had been detained. Protests spread quickly, with people gathering outside federal buildings and detention centers. Authorities responded by declaring unlawful assemblies and making arrests. Paramount Mayor Peggy Lemons told news outlets, "When you handle things the way that this appears to be handled, it is not a surprise that chaos would follow." On his Truth social media platform, US President Donald Trump called for an end to the protests and urged a crackdown on demonstrators. In one post, Trump wrote that LA Police Chief Jim McDonnell has said he will reassess the situation about bringing troops to LA. At that time, he said, "Right now, he should. Don't let these thugs get away, make America great again." In another post, the president then wrote, "Looking really bad, LA, bring in the troops." On a third post, which was published a short time later, he said, "Arrest the people in face masks now." All of these posts were in truly Trumpian style, all posted on all capital letters. Trump justified the National Guard deployment as necessary to restore law and order, criticizing Governor Newsom and Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass failing to control the unrest. In a Truth Social post, Trump wrote, "If Governor Gavin Newsom of California and Mayor Karen Bass of New Los Angeles can't do their jobs, the federal government will step in and solve the problem. Riots and looters, the way it should be solved." Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth warned that active duty Marines would also be deployed if violence continued. Trump's use of Title X authority to federalize the Guard bypassed Governor of California. Newsom condemned the federal move as purposefully inflammatory, warning it could seriously escalate the situation and erode public trust. Coming back to the BBC report, which claimed it was a rumor that started these violent protests, BBC reported that around 60 people were arrested and 3 police officers were injured following the unrest in San Francisco, which also saw massive protests. San Francisco Police Department had said that individuals became violent and began to commit crimes ranging from assault to felony, vandalism, and causing property damage. On Sunday evening, coming back to the LA protests, CBS had reported that raid operations by ICE took place in Westlake District as well as Paramount south of LA, where the population is more than 82% Hispanic. There were also reports of ICE raid at a Home Depot in Paramount. Immigration raids have ramped up under the president's new administration, which last month asked federal agents to arrest 3,000 people a day, the report adds. The BBC report then adds that ICE agents told CBS that 44 unauthorized immigrants were arrested in a single operation at a job site on Friday. Another 77 were also taken in the greater LA area on the same day. A woman has been brutally stabbed to death by her lover, allegedly in Bengaluru in a hotel room. The incident occurred late Friday night but came to light only 2 days later. The victim has been identified as Harini, 33, and the accused, 25-year-old techie Yashas. Both were residents of Kengari, a western suburb in Bengaluru. The murder took place in an Oyo hotel room in Purna Prajna layout, where Harini was stabbed to death with a knife. 17 times she was stabbed. A case has been registered at the Subramanyapura police station and the investigation is underway. The DCP South Lokesh B. Jagasar told reporters, and I quote, The murder was reported to the police station on the intervening night of June 6th and 7th. The woman wanted to end the friendship and was trying to distance herself from him. Out of anger and jealousy, the man stabbed the woman to death. Harini, a mother of two, started to face problems in her personal life because of this relationship that led to troubles in her personal life. When she told Yashash that she could not continue the relationship due to multiple personal reasons, he allegedly got angry and, in a fit of rage, again allegedly stabbed the woman 17 times out of anger and jealousy. Meanwhile, in another similar incident, a 28-year-old man has allegedly beheaded his wife and carried her severed head to the police station in Bengaluru's Anikal area. The accused, identified as Shankar, murdered his 26-year-old wife Manasa following a heated confrontation over her alleged extramarital affair. Shankar and Manasa had moved into a rented house in the village some time ago, according to police sources. On the night of June 3rd, Shankar left for work, informing Manasa he would return the next morning. However, he returned the same night and allegedly found Manasa with another man. A fight ensued, and Manasa is said to have moved out of the house. The fight continued in the days to come. Angered by the repeated harassment, Shankar allegedly beheaded Manasa and travelled to the Suryanagар police station with her severed head once she surrendered. That's all for today. You were listening to the news with NDTV, your daily newspaper and TV bulletin wrapped in a compact podcast. If you want to catch up with the day's events in a hurry, do remember to subscribe to the News with NDTV on Apple, Spotify and the NDTV News app. This is your host, Anviti, signing off.